Hi ladies, it is Kristen and I am here for a 40-week update and I am still pregnant, so um, I'm feeling okay physically. Baby's still moving lots, really active baby, but no baby born yet. This week has been another roller coaster week, kind of up and down. Yesterday was a good day at a prenatal appointment. Scott didn't want me to drive into town by myself. So he drove me in and we went to the farmer's market and then my appointment and then did a little bit of grocery shopping after that and had lunch, which was really nice. So it was a good day, but the couple of days before were hard and today is feeling tough again. It's just sitting here wondering when is this baby gonna come, and I've been kind of spoiled because my babies have come pretty close to their due dates for like the past five babies. So my first was late, which isn't uncommon. My second was actually early, like a week early. And then my third and fourth were born like the day after their due date. Number five was born a couple days before her due date. Number six was born on his due date. And number seven was born a day before her due date. Really only hours before her due date. But anyways, so then this baby, as I'm recording this, I'm 40 weeks and 4 days. So this baby is taking his or her time, and it's feeling really difficult for a number of reasons. Not so much physically, I guess, because I do feel okay. I feel really like awkward, and rolling over in bed is tiring, and definitely the hip pain at night is starting to get more pronounced, just like in bed. I've got my pregnancy pillow, and then I'm stacking another pillow under that just to try and like keep my legs from being closed together, because that's when it starts to hurt really badly. But still, there's been a lot of mornings this week that I've just had to get up at like 5 or 6 because I can't sleep in bed without it hurting anymore. But that's really the only discomfort. I did have a couple nights where I didn't sleep well at all. I was just up in the middle of the night, like I was laying in bed, but I couldn't fall back asleep. And those days were actually the toughest this week because, following a night when you don't sleep really well. But then, let's see, when was it? It was Tuesday night. So, Tuesday night, Scott and I were watching a movie. We actually watched the Gwyneth Paltrow version of Emma, which was pretty good. We watched half of it on Monday night and finished it on Tuesday night. And while we were watching the second half of it, I was having really, really regular Braxton Hicks contractions. They definitely had an edge to them. I even texted my midwife after the movie that I was trying to go to bed, but that maybe something would happen. And obviously nothing happened. But that night, once I finally got to sleep, it took me a while to go to sleep. I actually slept really well. So I was really disappointed to wake up in the morning, not, being in labor or having a baby, but it was a good night's sleep. And then last night, there was like nothing. So we ended up watching You've Got Mail. I've been looking for like funny romantic movies to watch because, that's a good thing to watch when you're waiting on a baby. I don't want to watch a drama or something like that, really. So, and I mean, normally I can read and stuff, but I found that at this point this week, like my attention span is very, very poor. My mind is just not, it's not focused. It's thinking about this baby. So, anyways, so we watched You've Got Mail last night and like nothing regular. I'm definitely having Braxton Hicks contractions. They definitely feel different. I have like a couple different kinds. Some feel really crampy down low, kind of like period cramps, and some are like a vice all over. I actually like those the best because I can really feel the baby's head being pushed down with those, and I like that because I can imagine everything opening up, like as I feel that pressure. And I think it's because I've conditioned myself, like when you feel any pressure down there, soften and relax. And so I automatically do that, whereas the more crampy ones just kind of suck. So anyways, I'm having those. They definitely are different in nature. Like those two feelings are different than what I've felt over the past few weeks, especially the like full vice grip ones where I can really feel the baby being pushed down. But still, no labor. So it's really, really, really tough. I honestly did not expect that I would go past my due date by more than a day or two. And it's tough because everybody in my due date club has had her baby, and even the one who was supposed to be after me, and like basically all of our clients who were due close to me have had their babies, and then a midwife friend who was due like a week after me has had her baby. And so, and I feel a little bit of pressure because there's a student midwife who I was kind of happy to be at my birth, but I have to have the baby by tonight for her to be there because she and her husband are going out of the country to visit an adult child. And so I'm bummed because she's probably going to miss it. The midwife who will come in her place as part of the team, it'll be cool to have her here because she's actually a foreign midwife whom I know, who's visiting our area, and I'll tell you more about that if she ends up being the one here. But it's exciting to think about her being here, but I really want to give the student midwife a chance for a birth because she's in an area of Michigan where there's not many midwives, and so it's really good for her to get experience to move towards being a midwife. I should say there's not any midwives, so we need a midwife in that region. And when you're trying to go for a CPM, numbers matter, so she needs the birth, and I got to know her pretty well at the Michigan Midwives Conference, so I would love for her to be here. But again, she goes off call at 6 a.m. tomorrow, and from the way I'm feeling right now, there's going to be no baby coming tonight. I try to tell myself that's okay, like especially with my fifth and sixth babies. I really had no clue. Like Honor, I went grocery shopping. I had a chiropractor's appointment at like 5 p.m. I went grocery shopping after the appointment, and at like 7:30 p.m. labor started, and she was born just after midnight. So I try and remind myself of that. And the same thing with Corwin. I went to bed thinking nothing was happening, woke up at about 3 a.m. and had a baby just before 7. So, it doesn't have to start with me feeling like anything's happening. But I guess, and I actually don't really feel discouraged that things got really like regular the other night. I am a little perplexed by it. Like, why did that happen? And then it didn't happen last night. Like, if it started and then it kept happening every night, that would make sense. But why did it happen one night and not the other? Who knows? The kinds of things a pregnant gal can do to drive herself crazy. But I decided I've actually usually been filming this video like when I'm that week plus 5 days, because I've been filming on Fridays and it's Thursday today, but I was like, I need something to do today. So I'm going to film this video and upload it and send it out to y'all. Because, I need something to do. Yesterday was full. That was good. Plus we stocked the fridge, which gave me peace of mind. I've been wanting peaches. So we found a peach that was nice. And we got apples and stuff for the kids, but a peach just for me. And I guess I just feel kind of like alternately like I'm okay, I'm cool with this, and then I'm going crazy, and like little things are irritating me, like the house. And I think my family has finally gotten the picture that Mom is just going to be crazy about the house, so you had better keep it clean, because I'm like, it has to be clean right now. It just has to be clean. And I think we've had various meltdowns and stuff. I've tried to keep my cool, but I'm like, it doesn't matter. I don't really care about what your feelings are in this situation. I acknowledge them, but I'm furious that you aren't cleaning this house, so you need to go clean the house, and I'm going to walk, so I don't say something I regret. I mean, I actually said something like that pretty verbatim. I didn't tell him I didn't care about his feelings, but it's like, I understand how you feel. It doesn't matter right now. It has to be clean. I'm sorry. Because it's just like, seeing the house not clean right now it's like enough to make me feel crazy. And I think it's just like this hyper nesty thing. And when you have 7 kids, it's really tough. But I think everybody's figured out if we just clean up, everybody's so much happier and Mama's so much calmer because it's been staying pretty clean. Or if it gets messy, they're pretty quick about cleaning it up. So that's good. So I mean, I've just like it has to be clean, and I'm definitely feeling like, things need to stay calm. They need to stay clean. I want to have all this stuff set up. And actually the other night, I'm trying to decide, I might take y'all out there and show you the birth tub, because when I was having the regular contractions during the movie, after the movie actually, I told Scott I'd been having regular contractions, and he went ahead and blew up the birth tub. He didn't fill it up because I told him I wasn't sure. Like, I wasn't convinced if it was it. But he went ahead and blew it up, and he decided to leave it inflated, so it's inflated in the den. So I might walk out there at the end of this video and show it to you just so you can see if you've never seen one. Like I said, it doesn't have water in it right now, but you know, you can see it. It's pretty big, so you can see the size of a birthing tub if you've not seen one. But I'm just trying, my thoughts are so scattered. Like, I feel like it's just been really up and down. Like, if the house is clean and peaceful, that's good. And if I've got something I can do, I've been doing like a lot of homeschool kind of things, like getting curriculum organized in OneNote, and I've been making a classical music playlist because I want to be able to play some classical music during the day. We're doing a composer study, but I'm putting together a seasonal playlist from some suggestions for more seasonal classical pieces, like for the fall, and just little puttery things like that, little projects that I would like to get done, because thinking about working on a class or anything like that, it's just like I can't really focus because my mind will just start to drift and wander. And you know, little thing, like I said, the kids keeping things clean will get to me. And the kids were in a little while ago. They were working outside, and then a couple of them had come in because we're on a break from homeschool right now, waiting for this baby to come. And you know, they were just starting to irritate me because it's just, I don't know. It's just like they're talking about Nerf guns and they want a snack, and it's, I don't give my older kids a morning snack because I'm a mean mom, I guess. It's like, you're going to have an afternoon snack. We're going to eat lunch in an hour. I'm not letting you have a morning snack. And it's like they kept talking about it. It's just, it was just getting to me. It was like, oh my gosh, so irritating. So like, I guess I just really kind of want quiet, and I should go take a walk. I'm probably going to take a walk after this video while it's uploading. You know, just some quiet, take a walk, be by myself, be away from kids and constant kid chatter. And I know what they talk about is important to them, but sometimes it's like, I can only stand to hear about Nerf guns like so many times a day. It's like, please stop. One of my kids is totally obsessed with talking about Nerf guns right now, and it's like, come on, get over it. It's a gun that shoots a foam dart. It's not like that big of a deal. But anyways, so yeah, so I'm trying to find things to do to keep myself occupied so I'm not being driven crazy by normal kid stuff. And but it's just that place of waiting and like wondering and kind of second guessing. Like, even on baby number 8, it's like, maybe my uterus forgot how to go into labor. Maybe, and the baby's position is really good. So I'm like, trying not to second guess position. It's like, baby's position is really good. That's not what's holding the baby up. It's like, it's just not, this baby is just not ready to come yet. And another thing that I'm really struggling with is I've been really looking forward to having a September baby. And at this point, if things don't get started, there's a good possibility that I'm going to have an October baby. And that sounds silly, but I really hope for a September baby. So it's kind of like coming to peace with that, and being at peace with just waiting on the baby's timing. I thought that I was going to know by now, was the baby a boy or a girl, which is another thing that's like really been weighing on my mind, and was going to have the baby in my arms. And so it's just so much emotion right now, so many ups and downs, and I just feel like finding something to do and not getting irritated by other people is important, but it's also really hard because it's this place in your mind where it's just almost a mental battle. I feel like this is like the longest that I've been pregnant since my first, and it's hard for me to remember because that was 16 years ago. You know, it's hard for me to remember what I felt like then. I do remember taking lots and lots of walks, and I think it would be better if I hadn't gotten used to the fact that my babies came like right on their due date, and now I'm used to that. But just trying to be serene and remembering what I tell other people, and trying to cuddle with Scott and take the walks and watch the funny movies and that kind of thing. It's just, I've actually got an archaeology book that I'm reading right now that's interesting to me, so I've been trying to read that, and there's a homeschool book that I'm reading. So it's like, just let me read these things. I'm used to being business, organize, run the house, and all that's kind of going out the window. So it's like, what can I do to fill my time? Because I can't sit down and work on a project for natural birth and baby care. I can't do a class. I thought about, maybe I should teach a class this week because that would give me something to plan. But then it's like, what if the baby comes and then I can't do the class? So anyways, just a mess of emotions and feelings right now. I'm really hoping I do not do a 41-week update, but at this point, it's Thursday, and like I said, I'm not feeling anything. I felt like last Saturday, maybe the baby would come, and then no baby. And then again, I felt Tuesday night, maybe the baby will come, because I was having those contractions and not. And now I'm feeling like, okay, well, maybe this Saturday. I don't know why I've got this Saturday thing. But I'm also thinking, well, I don't feel like anything's happening, so maybe this baby's happy to stay put, which I know is a feeling that all pregnant women have. But anyways, I guess from an appointment perspective, like I said, my appointment went really well. My midwife did recommend that I start doing kick counts. I haven't done any formal kick counts, but I did download an app called Count the Kicks from the App Store on iTunes, or from the Apple App Store. And I'll probably start doing that tonight. The baby's usually the most active in the evenings, like when Scott and I are sitting down right after we've put the kids to bed. So that's probably when I'll do it. And I figured I'd do that. Like I said, I'm not worried because the baby is usually so active then, but it also doesn't hurt to do it. So I'll start doing those. She also let me know if at any point we're worried, we can get a non-stress test and a biophysical profile done. I don't really see having that concern coming up. I, of course, would probably reevaluate if we get close to 42 weeks, but I don't know even then. It really depends on my state of mind then, but she did let me know it was a possibility. So I certainly probably won't consider it anytime really, even in the next week, unless I feel really worried for some reason, which I don't. I feel like this baby just needs longer to cook for whatever reason. But those are like the appointment things of note. I think I'll show you my belly now, and then I will take you out front and show you the birth tub real quick, and then I'll work on getting this uploaded for you so that you can see it. And when we go out front, I don't know what's going to be going on out there, so it could be madness, but hopefully it won't be too chaotic. And I know I forgot to show you on my belly last week, so I'm trying not to forget this week. So this is a 40-week and 4-day belly with baby number 8. I don't have any sort of pregnancy support band or anything on today because it was so hot for a week that it was worse having it on because I was sweating so much. Now it's thankfully cooled off, but I still haven't resumed wearing it. So there's my belly. I can't really suck it in very much. That's as much as it goes. So this is like all baby here, and we're pretty sure a chunky baby. So that's baby. I'll show you from the front too. So my belly button is kind of poking out, more flat, but that's 40 weeks and 4 days, and the baby's kicking right now, actually. I don't know if y'all can see it because it wasn't a big kick. Okay, so that's my belly, and let me see if I can take y'all out front, show you the birth tub. Sorry, it's going to be awkward when I walk out there because I've taken you off the tripod, and forgive the fan too. I try really hard not to get fans in the picture because I can't help but think they would make me feel icky. Okay, so again, I have no idea what's going on out here, but we're walking out front. And, all right, let's see if I can get a good view. So here's the birth tub. There's the birth tub. When I actually have this baby, we'll have it move. It's really easy to move right now because it's got no water in it. We'll have the baby more in the middle of the room. This right here is actually a tablecloth that's going to go under the birth tub, kind of to just be a place to put feet. But this is the tub. And I'm hoping you can see it okay, because I'm doing this in a way that I can't see what you're seeing. So it's pretty big. Let me see if I can walk over here and give you kind of a view of the whole room. That's Scott's computer in the way, sorry. Move that. So there's the birth tub. And you can kind of see the fireplace behind it. And a water bottle. So yeah, so that's what the birth tub looks like, obviously with no water in it. So yeah, so I think that I will plan to go ahead and upload this for you. And then hopefully in the next few days, I'm going to have a birth announcement instead of another pregnancy update, but at this point, who knows? So I will talk to you then. I hope you have a blessed week, and I'm going to go try and convince this baby that it's time to be born.